Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I am doing great. I haven't been this happy in a long time. Things are going well. Better than I expected, which is really totally cool. Extremely happy. A little crooked, but that's normal. Things are going really well. Coming up on our end of our third day, start of our fourth day. And we're at San Isabel National Forest. Every morning I've been having an orange when I wake up with my morning cigarette. Gotta have the good with the bad. Mika's stress has gone down quite a bit. Good feeling. First time I've been able to hop in a few days. It's just so beautiful out here. It is so beautiful out here. I have a feeling that I just might have picked one of the nicer national forests to start with. And I'm not going to let that lead to expectations of what's around the corner. But I could only not expect but hope that the next park will just have as much beauty and tranquility. Not expect. If you have expectations, you're going to get let down. So it's best to go through life without any expectations, none whatsoever. I'm not really feeling dirty or grubby. Keeping clean isn't really an issue. I do know that I'm going to have to reload on paper towels and rubbing alcohol. So I go through that the most. And of course water. So, looking back on the last few days, or even the last 30, I have no regrets for the choices that I've made. I'm glad I did what I did. I've been feeling very free. There's a little bit of adventurism that's coming out in me. I'm feeling a total change within myself. And I've had time to reflect on past memories, good and bad. And just to think, to be able to think. Maybe not clearly, but just to be able to think. I'm definitely on the path or road to becoming another deeper level of being a cleaner and pure person. You just never know the depth that a person can go to. You never know how deep that can really be until you live it. Life is like a movie that just keeps on going. It's up to you to create that movie and make it as best as you can. That's all. You know? Don't give a shit what other people say or do. Do what you feel is right. Not what you think is right, what you feel is right. Everything in life is about what you feel. Gut feeling. Your third eye. Once you acquire that depth and level humanity can you offer a better person of yourself to others to make this world a better place? It's starting to happen. There's more people that are becoming free. And I don't mean free financially. I don't really mean free mentally either. Free within your soul, mind and spirit as one. Kind of weird when trucks go by, and yeah, you don't see any cars out here. I'm starting to notice the same kind of ones, and I'm starting to recognize which ones by sound, which ones are Dodges or Fords, or the few Chevys. By sound of suspension, by sound of the engine. Of course, people do modifications, to their exhaust or their engine, but on a basis, just as a basis, I'm starting to hear the differences when I look at them and see what they are. It's like, yeah, it sounded like that same rattle that a Dodge has, or that sounds like the way a Ford engine runs, And once you become free of all outside stresses in life and come out here and be free, your mind opens up to such a different level where you can think about things and kind of like cleanse or become pure again. To some, that might not make any sense at all, but once you live it, it makes perfect sense. Life is great. It's as great as you can let it be. I gave up a brick and mortar that was costing me $700 a month. It just doesn't make sense anymore to be trapped in that space that I only used a little tiny amount of. Getting rid of things was kind of, at first, easy, but that's only a little bit. As you get deeper into things, the way I lived through my life, I collected a lot of tools. I would spend money on things that would make me money. So getting rid of things was different for me than others, I imagine, because a lot of people just collect artwork or this, that, and the other, expensive furniture or whatever, but I've been there too. Yeah, it sucks to have to move across the country constantly. It's easier just to give it away and buy it again. But this time through life, I've made changes that I haven't seen in myself in a long time, or even in generationally as I look backwards. I noticed a lot of transmissions really white out going through here. Not to fear you from coming here, because it's easy to get here. But I think there's a hack transmission shop around here. That's what I'm thinking. So I hear a lot of problems just in this locale here. It's nice to be out here and hear the birds. And there's a little baby bird over here in this set right here. And I told Mika about it, but she wasn't catching on right away. But this morning, she was catching on. He's just a little thing. This is beautiful. This is what it's all about. To be here and not worry about anything else. Just to be here. To know that I'm not wasting or spending money like that unnecessarily on a brick and mortar. It's kind of a common sense, revelational kind of time right now for anybody that would be doing this. And all all you're doing is just opening a door. You're just opening another door to another realm of excitement or purity within yourself again, each time, all through life. It sucks that it takes till you're 50 to start figuring shit out. Even if you lived a good life, still to figure things out. You always keep learning, and you're always going to know more than you did the day before. And if you fail, that's okay if you learn from it. Someone that would have common sense and good logic and wisdom would say, don't be too happy right now because you got something coming around the corner. That's life. You always have something coming around the corner. I might not get back to my next trip. I don't know. It's a matter of not traveling and spending so much on putting miles on the vehicle as compared to letting time pass. I'm not going to go blasting across the country right away. I'm going to make sure my vehicle's proper. So I took chances leaving as early as I did, but I was going to achieve the goal of getting my vehicle in better shape, quicker, faster, easier. Everybody knew it was coming. And some were surprised it didn't happen last year or the year before. So it's not that big of a revelation, you know. What I feel is a revelation now. Be true to yourself. It's not too buggy out here either. I mean, you got your occasional fly and some other freaky insects, but it's not. I've seen so much worse. Like as for mosquitoes, I haven't seen too many at all. A lot of butterflies. A couple weird insects. I got one circling me right now. So I'm planning my next journey. Where do we go next? I'm looking at the book. I'm trying to be selective now about national forest because I have a really good vibe about the national forest. I like the feel, and it brings back childhood memories when we used to go to the forest. But we'd only go there for an hour or two. We wouldn't. It was rare we'd spend the night. And it makes a person want to send them a check, you know, at the end of the month for even $5 a day just to go into their fund. I mean, sure, some people are going to say, yeah, well, they're federally funded. Well, some of those funds are pretty shy. And it certainly would help them out to see that the public shows their appreciation for the parks, along with taking care of yourself, keeping yourself clean. As for your campgrounds, you don't want to be having cigarette butts laying around, and you just don't want to mess it all up. Cans, bottles, take your own garbage out. You burn it in, you take it out. Respect those rules. Oh, if you think this view is pretty cool, I'll show you what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. Layers and layers of trees. So yeah, it's gonna suck when I run out of water and have to buy warm water, which means I have to use ice from that point forward. I wish somebody would just market frozen bottles of water. It'd be a really good income, and keep them in the ice cream or frozen section. Even if they're 80% frozen, it's better than warm water, because then you have to buy ice, and then you have to deal with ice sloshing around, and it's just such a pain in the butt. So hey, Dasani, step up the game and offer your product frozen. You'd have a lot of extra sales. Yeah, it is beautiful out here. Did my stretches, feeling great. Feel so freed. So free. I've opened the door of my spirit becoming one with the world, or at least its own little micro environment. It's kind of weird. There's so many different times in my life where I didn't give up. I just want to change. I would be on top with a really good engineering job, and then I just quit. Just quit, upright and quit. And then that was when I was working for a company. And then I went contracting, and when I did the contracting thing, I did the same damn thing out in Connecticut, just up and quit. And in fact, that was the last time I did any more model building jobs. It was that Connecticut job. It was time for a change, something different. I went to school that was a 2-year program, and I stayed in the field for 3 years. So, and all through life I've gone through changes. I've always been involved with radio, not as deeply as I could be for sure. And I've always, I met someone when I got out of engineering that taught me a lot about flooring, carpet in particular, but then flooring from there. Did a lot of installs, and went towards the repairs. It's a good thing, you know. I don't know where I'd be without that, but I have many skills that, you know, so it's not an issue. But yeah, life is weird. So many times I've reached the top and just up and quit.